It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He was catching everything last week, had himself over 250 yards. It's the Bills and the Colts on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They go play action with Richardson. Throw out wide is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To the air, Allen. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances, because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think they'll be...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Help them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, turnover, you went right back to the omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Put your hands up. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Cook up the gut, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw is on target to Likely. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Richardson yet again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. Very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
An extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From midfield, here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, here's Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run with Hines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Waste of time.
From the shotgun, Richardson. A short one there, caught by Likely. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Allen going to change this at the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts 17-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook from 8 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
Richardson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime, unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Allen. And his throw here's it.
Certainly looked like someone was very... His ability to fit that one in, I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He's got the hook up with Diggs.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly,
oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. That complete to Downs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Shakes off the sack. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and going. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to go down. They They sack him back at the 42.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
And this returnable for Hines.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Samson Abuka, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Allen.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
85 yards.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to move.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Hines now on the return.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And here come the Bills.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. And the Bills first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again on first down. Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Bills. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run again with Hines. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break.
There defensively, that screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Allen.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing, Allen.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now 1st and goal. Allen, Hines is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Allen. They'll try to run with Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Allen.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
Okay, ready? At the 41-yard line.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's
That's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Colts send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is brought in at the 21.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Bills getting set to go.
Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now it's Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 7.
What can Allen do now with his drive? Oh, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here.
A 48-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Indianapolis, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.